What do we think of the more casual era the Sojak finds itself in now?
Yes, sir.
That's all he's got, folks. That has been chambered for what, 4 or 5 months now, Eddie?
Yeah, it needed to get out.
It's the IDP show, now you know.
Welcome in. Did you miss us? We're back, baby. Josh, Adam, Bobo, it's the IDP Trade Show. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome back, boys. Welcome back to the revamped Sojak. What do we think of the more casual era the Sojak finds itself in now?
Yes, sir.
That's all he's got, folks. That has been chambered for what, 4 or 5 months now, Eddie?
Yeah, it needed to get out. But yeah, it's great to be back. This is awesome. Good to see you, boys.
Good to see you,
Missed you
hon.
guys.
Yeah.
Missed you all at home as well.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're like 2.5 weeks out from the season, Bobo. And
Coming around the corner.
it's time to talk some trades, man.
It is. Y'all been trading any?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'll have to dig through some of my trades I've made recently. But yeah,
Okay.
always making a deal here and there.
Sure.
You know?
You got to do what you got to do.
I know you have as usual.
Yeah. I don't know. XFL, I feel like it's been pretty quiet here in the last month or so.
I did send a trade. It was not involving IDP. It was Terry McLaurin for Derrick Henry with our boy Ryan Noonan from 4 for 4 in our new Dynasty startup.
Okay.
Got rejected.
Nice.
I was trying to, save a little bit of cap because I kind of went, in an auction startup, you kind of don't know what you don't know as far as like spending and how things are going to shake out. And I went a little crazy on the offensive roster to start things out. So I'm balling on a budget a little bit for the IDPs, but I was trying to get another running back, save a little cap. Noonan wasn't having it.
It's been a while since I've done like a dynasty startup in a contract league.
It's
like
wild.
So
Like 2016 for me with RSO and the XFFL.
Yeah.
So
Still the best way to play.
it is.
for
That's
sure.
what it is. It's the most degenerate way to play, but I think it's the best way to play.
100%.
So yeah, that's the only one I've sent recently. But I'm sure once this startup gets filled, we'll be sending some trades.
And it's a new platform, right?
It is a new platform, League Tycoon. They kind of burst onto the scene like 2020, 2021, and they've just gotten progressively better and better and better. So we jumped in and been super impressed. It's like if Sleeper and RSO had a baby. So if you're
It's
a
cute,
fan
baby.
of either of those platforms, it's worth checking out. It's been a lot of fun. It's got all the like mobile functionality of Sleeper, but it's got the Dynasty contract setup that RSO does so well.
Those are the two best platforms.
That's right.
In my opinion.
So definitely been a lot of fun. And yeah, it's just buck wild. I mean, being back in a startup 10 years after my first one,
Yeah.
I remember in that first startup, I did like Andrew Luck for like $100 million a year, $50 million a year, or something like that. It was an insane you just had no idea what we were doing.
Yeah. Different world. Actually a different world.
Truly true in every sense of the word.
XFL's a lot different too because I feel like there's certain like quarterbacks and tight ends are really undervalued. Like you do a startup and you're like, McBride, Loveland, Bowers, those guys are getting stupid, probably like 30 million a year, more comparable to like the wide receivers. But good for you, Josh. That's good. I feel
Thank
like
you, hon.
I quit a league every year, and Josh is starting to join a league a year.
I know. Well,
you
hey,
invited me to it. I didn't have nothing else to prove.
I understand. You got to do what your heart tells you to do. I'm in just 2 leagues. I was in VIP with you all and XFFL. I said, I've got a little more time. Also, shout out Lauren. I know you're watching, baby. Set me up with our boy. I think it's Andrew Preston as well that runs this. But
Smart fella.
does the guillotine leagues.
Oh, cool.
Have y'all tried one of these
I
before?
know about them. It's
been a while.
I didn't know they were doing them.
He was like, Josh, you got to get in one of these. This is so much fun. So he got me in one. I'm in there with a lot of the IDP show crowd.
Nice.
Like a lot of our listeners.
Offense only, or is there IDP in this?
IDP as well.
Oh, sick.
So we're doing Guillotine League. If you're not familiar, this one's on Sleeper. Every week, the lowest team, you're out of there. So it's not head-to-head. It's just total points every week, and the lowest team gets chopped. Their team goes to waivers.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you have just insane waiver runs in a Guillotine League. And then I think when you get down to the final 4, it's like 2 weeks maybe for the championship to see who can score the most points and take home the title. So added a guillotine league, added League Tycoon. Highly recommend both formats. Excited to try, especially the guillotine league out this year. So
Did away with the podcast.
Hey, I got a little more time now.
Sure,
I got
yeah.
more time. So shout out Jeff Pomazol. Look at the new Sode Shack. Yes, sir.
And then
Jeff.
hot in here, it's hot.
That tree's live. It's
It
real.
is.
It's a real tree.
I got to water it every damn day.
This wall is very bright now.
It is.
Yeah.
It makes the Dallas Turner jersey really pop, though.
It does.
Yeah, it
I
does.
had to. My wife is now doing a podcast in the Sode Shack, so we had to find a nice
Yeah.
kind of middle
between.
ground on the feng shui for the Sode
Jared
Shack.
Verse, jersey is now vintage.
I was going to put it up on the
That's
wall, but I
crazy.
was like, that's now a throwback. That's now like a
wild.
vintage jersey. So
You can take that home with you.
Yeah,
tonight.
That's
I will
right,
be
yeah.
taking it home. I'll sleep in that tonight.
That's
I'll
right.
send y'all pictures.
no trades to report, but what's up, boys? How we doing? Ty, we are doing excellent, my friend. We are excited for the start of the season. Excited to talk some trades. If y'all got a deal, if you just want to say what's up, drop it in the chat. We would love to hear from you all. What's been going on? Any questions you guys have?
I got a question, boys. Did
Yes.
anyone go to Chick-fil-A today?
Is it the fall menu?
The chicken and waffles.
Well, you
dropped.
already know.
Oh boy.
You
Thoughts?
already
Did you
know?
try it?
Yeah, it is a
Fire.
little too good, honestly.
Little too good?
Yeah. I'm afraid of these next few months.
I'm afraid for you.
Yeah.
I was kind of tired of the.
Because you don't have to be on camera. This is like, this may
right.
be it for the fall. So
It was a heavy
Addie's
breakfast.
about to tuck in.
It was a heavy breakfast for sure. I felt a little slow the rest of the day, but my God,
Yeah.
very, very good.
been
Hope
on-
it sticks around. We'll see.
Yeah, I've been on that Slim Chickens chicken and waffles for a while.
Oh.
It's one of my faves. So
I'd like to see what you think of this.
I was tired of the pimento honey sandwich. You
Yeah.
do that once or twice, you're like, all right,
That's a lot.
That's a lot of cheese
That's a lot.
and stuff going on.
And this may be the same way. It's a lot. You gotta have the day cleared, I think.
Yeah. This is really something they need to offer like up to lunchtime, you know?
Yeah.
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. That's a lot to ask.
Oh,
That's
they
a
do.
lot of
They
food.
do a lunch version, lunch and
Oh,
dinner
this
as
is
well.
difficult.
No way. Are
So
you
it's
serious?
there's
That's
a
a
little
bit
bit of a
gluttonous.
variety.
I'm a little worried for people if they've got it.
So you
all
can have it
together.
all day, folks.
Gotcha.
Future's
Little
not so
worried.
bad, maybe. At least the next 2 months.
I was
We're
gonna
gonna
say,
take it
check
away.
back in at about like mid-October. We'll see how Eddie's cholesterol is looking. Another one here from
Adam's gone.
Ben. Yeah,
There's no
Rip.
check-in.
There is no check-in. It's just checking out. The OGs.
Wait.
Wait, this ain't the Sode Shack. It is. It's still the same shack.
Yep.
The tree right there has not fallen through the shack yet. But yeah, I've been wanting to do this look. I saw this look originally. The Bootleg podcast, those guys did this sort of setup, EJ and Brett, for their divisional preview series a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I remember texting y'all at the time, like, I'd love to try this at some point. So, Bobo, you've got our old table now.
Yep. Burned it a couple weeks ago.
What are you doing with
sounds
it?
Gotta
good.
keep the family warm.
As it should be, why not just
What are you doing
burn
with
that
it?
I
beautiful
started
table?
a wrestling podcast. We
Arm
me and
wrestling?
me and a couple buddies. We arm wrestling pod once a week.
Sick.
now.
Yeah,
Not
it's good.
y'all, other
Good use.
buddies.
Yeah, for
Dr.
sure.
Jordy,
Another
rest
pod.
in peace to the Verse and Phillips Wall jerseys. Yeah,
I don't even know where Phillips is anymore.
it's right over there. It's in that
Okay.
drawer of that TV stand.
And Adam will get 'em out,
And the Verse
at
jersey's
intermission.
sitting right
Put
over
'em
there.
on.
So we still got Latu and we still got Dallas Turner.
Yeah, you really
on the
don't want
wall.
to be on this wall. Truly.
It's a curse. It does not
It's a curse
turn out
wall.
well.
you repainted the wall.
I did repaint the wall. That was a pain. Let me tell you, we had to put about 3 coats on that thing.
Boy.
So now it is a wee shed. Yes,
Man.
yes, it is, Jeff. Thank
Yeah.
you, Large Deborah.
Woke
It
Media
is.
got a hold of the
Yeah,
shed.
woke media has ruined the shed.
I forgot about Large Deborah.
Large Deborah is in the chat, y'all.
Let's go.
And she is hungry. And we are
go.
hungry to talk some trades. So let's get into it, boys. We got some queued up here. And like we said, this is the IDP Trade Show. We felt like it was a good time to dust it off. It had been a little while since we did one. So if you have any questions at all, preferably trades, preferably IDP trades, but we'll take all types. Drop the details in the chat and we will break it down here
We'll roast
live on the show. Or roast you,
We'll
yeah,
just
if the
roast
trade
you.
was bad. So let's start off. We're starting with the questions from Discord tonight. So if you are a paid supporter over at the IDP show, you have access to our Discord. You're going to want to get in there because they have a start sit channel in the Discord. Bobo, I think you're going to be helping out with our Sunday morning live streams as well. So we'll have multiple ways to cover you, but you're going to want to be in the Discord once the season starts. $10 a month. Jump in there. We pulled a lot of these questions from Discord tonight. So let's start off with this one, boys. This was of BS KI from Discord says, I traded, Addy, I'm going to cue you up first on this one, bub. I traded Dallas Turner, Nick Amenwari, Cody Simon, Ernest Jones, and 2 seconds. I'm assuming this is probably 2027 seconds at this point. Did not specify in the question. For Aiden Hutchinson, Will Anderson, and Jonas Sanker. So, details on the screen, but for you audio listeners, Dallas Turner, Nick Amenwari, Cody Simon, Ernest Jones, 2 seconds that are question asker traded away for Aiden Hutchinson, Will Anderson, and Jonas Sanker. Addy, what do you think of this one, baby?
Yeah, and this is a smash for the Hutchinson, Will Anderson side. I mean, those guys, and Jonas Sanker, we should probably mention him as well. I mean,
Not nothing.
Right. I like him. He should be playing that star role there in New Orleans this year, and we know how lucrative that's been in the past for Jalen Ramsey. So, yeah, this is the edge 1 and edge 2 in Dynasty right here. I mean, there are levels to this edge position, and these two are at the top of it. So, yeah, I like this quite a bit. I mean, yeah, obviously I love Dallas Turner, but I mean, the hope is that he could potentially become like a Will Anderson at some point, but I doubt that happens. Will Anderson is
that guy.
And Aiden Hutchinson both are just different. So, yeah, you hate to lose DT, but who cares? You got 2 absolute studs to replace him. Nick Amenwari, yeah, he was great year 1. He's going to have a nice, bright future, but he's a safety. We can find these guys every single year.
Cody Simon, I think, is not even going to be starting in Arizona, so he cashed out at the right time.
Sounds like it's Mac Wilson and Jack Gibbons.
Yep. So,
and then Ernest Jones, yeah, obviously that's great, but there is a little bit of concern for Ernest Jones, like long term. He's in a great spot in Seattle, but we know he jumped around from team to team for a stretch there. You wonder, like, does it end quicker than we want it to for him? And then 2 seconds, that is nice, but who cares? To get 2 guys like that, 2 premium guys like that, I don't even think he didn't overpay or really. I mean,
that was my thing. Was like, if this is the price to lock down your 2 starting defensive end spots for the next at least 3 to 4 years, if not longer,
yeah, probably 6 or 7.
Sign me up all day for that price tag. I think the person selling Hutch, Anderson, and Sanker may have sold a little low. I would have liked to have seen maybe like an offensive piece or a first round pick in this trade.
Yes.
I mean, to give up the top 2 edge rushers in IDP and not get a first or an offensive piece back, I don't know. It's not a bad cash out, but I think you left some meat on the bone with this trade.
Yeah. And also, think about the draft capital that you had to use to acquire these guys in your rookie drafts. Like, Dallas Turner was probably like a mid-second. Amenwari was going like in the third. Cody Simon undrafted. Yep. Ernest Jones really wasn't on a lot of people's radars to begin with. He was probably like a 4th round pick. And then Aiden Hutchinson and Will Anderson were like legit. Like, you had to spend a 1st round pick to get those guys. So, I mean, yeah, this is a slam dunk.
Agreed. Bobo, you think the same?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of, even if Dallas Turner hits, like even if Dallas Turner turns into like some shade of Aiden or Will, there's still no world that you don't want Aiden and Will. You don't want that side. Because, I mean, like, I feel like we've probably seen the best of Amenwari. Like, I know that sounds crazy to say in his young career, but, I mean, from a value perspective, we're selling it at peak price right now. You're right on Simon. Addy's right on Jones, too. I mean, they have some depth there with Drake Thomas and
Knight.
Yes, Tyrese Knight as well. And yeah, you're right. Just the 2 seconds are just kind of gross. So this is a crazy underpay for Aiden and Will. I mean, to be honest with you, I want like those things and 2 firsts. You know what I mean? Like Turner and Amenwari, Jones, and 2 firsts.
Yeah, I would like to have seen the seconds be firsts at the very least.
That's an insane haul for those 2 guys.
Like, you can throw Cody Simon out of this trade and like make that like a nice wide receiver 1-2.
Yeah,
and then maybe like 1 second plus 1 second plus a first.
Yeah,
then I think we're closer to the range. But like, Cody Simon's droppable at this point.
Oh, for sure.
2nd round pick. I mean, you never know what that pick's going to be.
Yeah.
This person is clearly pushing for a title, I'm guessing, if they're trading for Anderson and Hutch.
Yeah. So
that could be 210 to 212 range.
Yeah, I mean, like, offensive wise, this is like going and getting like Bijan and Gibbs right now. You know, like you just don't trade those type of guys at this point in their career. But hey,
yeah, because they're still so young. I mean, Will Anderson, what, 24, 25?
Right.
Same with Hutchinson. I mean,
I know Turner's a little bit younger, but still, all of a sudden Turner like pops off for 15 sacks this year. It's like, fine, I still want the Hutchinson Anderson side.
Right.
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah, that's the thing. Most of the time with trades, I want to have the side that has the best asset.
I mean, like, even
And this guy has the 2 best assets.
think back last year, like the 2 seconds in this past draft would have been like,
Jump.
yeah, I mean, just some dart throw wide receivers,
Right.
maybe like, I'm trying to think of maybe even some of the running backs, like a Mike Washington, maybe in
Right.
the second round. Antonio Williams
Yeah,
potentially.
end of the second round was not
Yeah.
pretty this year.
Anyways, that's
Some
if-
solid
if
IDPs
crazy
in the
trade.
second, but yeah,
Yes.
a lot of question marks,
Right.
Especially this year.
Great job, OBSKI, on that trade. Very nice to lock down your defensive end 1 and 2 spot for
sure.
the
Yeah.
foreseeable future.
That's
nice
a flex.
job.
That's a flex right
forever,
there.
for a decade.
You knew
we were going to like that.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
knew we weren't going to bash your head
We're
on
gonna
that
rip
one.
the rest of these.
So next up here from Scooter 1865. So super flex 1.5 tight end premium. Start 4 IDPs, and that's the key piece of this trade, I think. He says, I have an offer in my inbox. I give Tyler Warren and David Montgomery. I get a mid to early 2027 first round pick, a 2028 second round pick, and Jack Campbell. So give Tyler Warren and David Montgomery, get a mid to early 2027 first, a 2028 second, and Jack Campbell. So he said, I'm thinking about countering with him and adding Tyler Algier to handcuff his share of Jeremiah Love. Do you think the trade as is okay with the counter, without the counter, or pass? So, yeah, Baba, what do you think on this one?
I have thoughts. I mean, Adam probably plays in more tight end premium leagues than I do, but I still think Tyler Warren, I mean, I know he's got a little growing thing that he's dealing with right now. I would assume he's going to be fine by the time season starts. I mean, here we are probably 3 weeks away from the start of season. I love Tyler Warren. I think you could look up at the end of this year, and not only is he super necessary for the 2026 Colts. I mean, Josh Downs is kind of hurt. There's still been no sign of Alec Pierce. Ashton Dullinger, wide receiver 1. Keenan Allen's 34 years old. Tyler Warren, assuming some health with Daniel Jones, is going to catch a ton of balls this year. I think David Montgomery is really overvalued this year. I think that you're going to look up and Woody Marks is
Woody Marks looked good in that
50% of the
preseason game,
carries.
dude. I was watching that one.
So, I mean, really what this boils down to is like Jack Campbell's fine. It doesn't, so start 4 IDPs. Adam will speak a little bit more to this, but I mean, like, that kind of undervalues Jack Campbell to some extent.
It
because there's gonna
undervalues
be-
pretty much all IDPs.
Yeah, there's going to be so many names out there. So the 28 second is a nothing. So a mid to early first for Tyler Warren is really what you're looking at. You're looking at like maybe the chance to get Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, Ball and Lacey are 2 high running backs coming out this next year. I know there's another Clemson or ASU wide receiver that's supposed to be pretty good. So that's really what it comes down to is like, do you want to swap Tyler Warren in a tight end premium for the chance at maybe getting Lacey, you know, or could you get a Jeremiah Smith out of this? I mean, that's kind of hard to tell. This is, at this point in the year, I don't really know that I'm making this type of trade, you know, because I'm assuming if you're trading Tyler Warren, it's probably going to hurt your team quite a bit.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm
especially
wrong.
in tight end premium. And I just
Yeah.
think Jack Campbell is, to me, the best piece on that side of the trade. At least
Oh.
as things stand right now,
For
he's
sure.
the most valuable piece. You know, come March or April, that 2027 first probably will be. But
But I've also found it hard to tell, like mid to early 27 first. Like fantasy's weird. Like sometimes
yeah,
you
what
think
if you're
this is a top 6 pick?
Yeah,
and
what if it's
not.
what if it's a 6-person draft in the
Yeah.
first round and you get 107?
For sure.
You know, then it's a totally different equation.
Yeah.
And the piece for me here is start 4 IDPs. You're probably talking 1 DL, 1 LB, 1 DB, 1 flex. So in a league like that, like the top, I don't know, 18 or so linebackers are valuable. You know, it just devalues IDP to the point where it's like, this is not the guy on this side of the trade I want to go after. I want that to be an offensive piece.
Yeah, if it was like a setting where you could start like any position at IDP and you could get a stud linebacker like Jack Campbell, I mean, the move would be to just stack all those IDPs with linebackers.
Sure.
You
Right.
Just run out 4 linebackers every week. And yeah, Jack Campbell's a lot more appealing if that's the case. But you're probably right. It is probably a 1 DB, 1 linebacker, 1 DL, 1 flex.
Right.
But I mean, I feel like Scooter's probably feeling like he's a team in rebuild right now.
You're not trading for picks on the eve of the season unless
Right.
you're kind of rebuilding, I feel like.
And so in that case, like I don't mind rolling the dice on the mid to early. If we get that to be an early, oh my gosh. I mean, yeah,
If you're talking a top 3 pick, that's a lot different to me than like 5, 6, 7.
This would be an amazing cash out. So I mean, I don't hate it. And then you get a future second to play around with, move up the board with. And then Jack Campbell.
I would try to get Algier too.
You think try to get
if you can.
Algier in there?
Stuff right now with Jeremiah.
Why
Love.
not?
They just cut Trey Benson.
Benson got cut as well. I wouldn't be surprised at all to look up and see James Conner gets traded at some point during the season. So Algier's not nothing to add into the trade, but I'm with Addy. This is probably somebody that's in a rebuilding window, but still, Tyler Warren and a tight end premium is probably worth more than that.
Who's is there a stud tight end in this next class?
I don't know. I'm not.
We've got a lot of good young tight ends.
There have been a lot
now,
the last couple of years.
Between.
I think it's a good cash out though. I kind of like.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I just don't know that Jack Campbell's the piece I want in a league that shallow. It just devalues IDP to the point where it's like, not that Jack Campbell is worthless, but he's just not as valuable in a format like this.
This next trade,
let's get to the next one, and then we'll take one.
The first little part makes me feel
contending. Yeah, that sounds like us.
Yeah, similar. Same.
Next up
Contending but
here,
aging.
another one from Discord from Keen Fallon. I am contending but aging and made the choice to draft defense this year so I can hit offense next year. He made a series of trades. I think this one was the juiciest one. Basically, he linked this trade with he flipped Marv, I think for maybe like Judy or something like that.
Okay.
But this was the trade I wanted to talk about here at the first part of the trade. So he sent CeeDee Lamb for Marvin Harrison Jr., not senior. That would be a terrible cash out.
Sure.
Unless you're looking for an enforcer, maybe for your nightclub, perhaps.
Yeah, there are rumors of that.
There are rumors, allegations, perhaps.
Maybe killed a guy.
Maybe.
Don't look into it.
So, Pins, maybe you do want Marvin Harrison Sr. He's in the Ring of Honor. Marvin Harrison Jr., the 207, which became Jacob Rodriguez, the 208, which became CJ Allen, and a 2027 first. Now, keep in mind, he also grabbed Caleb Downs at 206. So with this trade, he was able to get Marv, which he later moved for another piece, J-Rod, CJ Allen, a 2027 first, and he took Caleb Downs at 206, the pick he already had. So, boys, what do we think about this CeeDee Lamb cash out here?
We're getting to that time where it's we need to be thinking about that stuff in Dynasty, because CeeDee Lamb is what, he's like 27, 28. There's just so many other like sexy toys out there now. You know, he just, people are bored with old CeeDee. But
CeeDee's a piece I want. I think this Cowboys offense could be the highest scoring offense in the league.
I agree. It feels a little light.
But Adam's not wrong. I mean, like, kind of Pickens is the new, like, you know, what if Pickens really cuts into but
Ryan F. as well.
Brian Flournoy.
I'm not going to try and pronounce that.
For sure.
We're live.
Yeah, smart. Let's not put ourselves out there like that.
What did he get? What did he trade Marv for?
I think he got Judy.
Surely not straight up.
Yeah.
Not Judy. I'm sorry. The Waddle. I think it was Waddle.
Okay.
That's solid.
Pretty sure it was a Waddle deal. So
I do kind of. I mean, I feel like Harrison's going to work out and be okay. I know it's been rough. The practice clips are.
I
always
just worry
rough.
about the quarterback situation.
Yeah, that could be.
You know, I think Jacoby's going to be fun for fantasy. I think he's going to just sling that thing all over the yard.
But how long is he going to?
Are we going to be
playing?
starting Carson Beck with his crazy alien eyes? Like
Beck's looked okay.
He did look
week
good in
8.
preseason.
You know, yeah, maybe he's fine, but it's like I don't know.
Same situation with JJ. I mean, what is Kyler going to do? Sorry,
He's going to ball, baby.
Yeah, okay, he's going to ball. Never mind. We're back on.
Yeah. No
Back
worries.
on.
JJ,
Were you worried
wide
about
receiver 1.
Kyler for a while there?
No, I was worried we were going to go with McCarthy, dude.
Yeah, that would have been rough. That'd have been. I think the team would have mutinied if they had kept.
I think so too.
If they had kept old JJ. At
I
the
would
helm.
have been okay to keep Marv. I mean, I know not a lot of people are big Marv believers, but I'm kind of with Addy. I would like to hold him just to see.
You're selling low on him right now.
It's kind of like Chase Young to some extent. Like, he was drafted so high. He has so much draft capital. People are always going to, you know, inevitably forever just be like, but what if, you know? Like, what if he gets it all together?
That draft capital and that last name is doing him a lot of
lingers.
favors. It really does.
I do love the use of the picks. I mean, Jacob Rodriguez, 207. That's lovely. I love him this year. He's gonna be awesome for the next 5 or 6 years probably.
And that would be cool if that 27 first ends up being like something pretty high.
If that's a high pick.
Yeah.
That's a nice little haul.
It all hinges on that. really.
Because Adam's right. I mean, like most of these wide receivers, age 27, you're like right at, if you're wanting to get rid of them for what they're absolutely worth, and you've already like kind of used them all up, 27 is just peak value for them in Dynasty.
Yeah, and this is a time right now when you want to trade for picks because they're going to be at their least valuable because people want players they can actually plug into their lineup, especially start of the season. I think most everyone is feeling like I can make a push for this. I can contend.
Who has a better season, J-Rod or C.J. Allen?
J-Rod. I think J-Rod's going to be the guy here. Maybe not immediately, but he's coming.
It doesn't seem like CJ is going to be the guy. Seems like the Colts linebacker situation. Give it till about like Halloween. Stay away if you want a Akeem Davis Gaither in like a deep league. Fine, but CJ Allen, give it till about like Halloween or whatever, and I think he's going to be locked into that starting lineup back half of the season. I don't think it's going to be pretty the first 2 months.
That makes more sense because they really haven't brought in any vets, you know?
I mean, it's Bryce Betcher, it's CJ Allen, it's Austin Agiaki, it's Jalen Carleys. I mean, it's a bunch of junk.
They didn't bring back Okereke.
Yeah, they didn't bring in Bobby O. They did not go get Jermaine Pratt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, I think they are maybe just going to deploy a rotation.
Well, when they brought in Keenan Allen, I was like, this is kind of signaling maybe that they would do the same on the IDP side as well, bring in some type of vet.
Why not?
But anyways,
whatever.
Give it a week or two, and then they're going to be like, all right,
we still got time.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a look at Akeem Davis Gaither trying to cover like a, who we had the Ravens week one trying to cover like a Zay Flowers coming out of the slot. It's like, oh my God, get CJ Allen out there right now. Like Akeem Davis Gaither is dead on the field. So let's go over to the live questions that we have coming in here, and appreciate y'all sending these in. And
how are the numbers looking?
That's a pod
looking
title.
good. We're at 149 right now.
Wow.
Right now live. So thank you all for tuning in.
That's the pod title, Josh. Contending but aging. Can you do that?
Contending but aging. That sounds like us. We are aging, but we are contending still. Okay, so here we go.
Our new IDP pod.
This is what we're gonna try our best here to break this down live. Here we got the TV over here.
Let me read it for you. I got 2 trades. In a start 2 quarterback, 2 running back, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, and then start 11 defense with 3 each, DL, LB, and DB.
So it's a full lineup.
Full gamut. 2 IDP flex. First one, me.
2 quarterbacks.
Goff, Greenlaw for David Bailey, 27 mid-second, a 27 fourth. And this is
10-team league. Okay, so basically 2 quarterback league, full lineups, full offense, full IDP. And Goff
for Bailey.
Goff, Greenlaw for Bailey, a second and a fourth.
I mean, I'd imagine he has some quarterback depth.
I hope so.
Because I don't want to trade away Goff.
No, not in a 2 quarterback league.
No.
I think Goff's going to be nice with it. I've got him in that guillotine league, actually, as my starting quarterback.
And 10-team maybe makes it a little easier.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, I mean, Goff is
really
great. I mean, he really is in a great offense. He's been, I feel like he's been a top 10 quarterback for the last 5-6 years, it seems.
Yep.
I do love David Bailey. He looks great. I think he's going to be a guy that we're talking about to get
Greenlaw. I feel like we haven't talked about much at all.
I'm done.
It seems like it might be Jover for Greenlaw.
Yeah, there's too many other like solid linebackers behind him. He can never stay healthy. He's a non-factor really.
He's a pass. He's not even on my radar.
Yeah, I just skipped over that part of the trade.
So Goff basically for David Bailey and a second. I mean, I think that's fine.
And a 2 QB, that's.
But my question with these is always like, who can you start?
Yeah.
And right now, you can for sure start Jared Goff. Like he's the best piece in a 2 quarterback league setup. David Bailey, I think, is going to be great. You're not going to be able to use that second or that fourth unless you want to go flip those for another asset. So I think I'd rather be on the Goff side. But depending on your quarterback depth here, Gregory, you may be totally fine.
Yeah.
If you have like 3 or 4 quarterbacks, cool. Let it rip, Tater Chip.
Also, I hope this is more like big 3 scoring. I hope this is not tackle heavy because then that really undervalues Bailey, in my opinion. Bailey seems like he's going to be a sack guy, kind of low-ish tackle floor. But, I mean, Goff is getting older. I mean, he's probably pushing 30 now, I would say.
Yeah,
in that
31,
range.
32.
But,
probably.
I mean, you still got, 6 to 8 years. I passed that. Did you see that? 6 to 8.
You did.
Instead of
I was proud of you.
That's
That's
smart.
the new thing
Addy
I'm
already
trying to
said
start
it.
for this year.
Yeah, I didn't care that.
But Adam's right. Golf is pretty awesome. Even with no Ben Johnson, he's still been fine.
Yeah, who cares?
All right, so that was
you
trade,
going slang it.
I want golf
trade
back in
one
LA.
here. So we have another one here, and this one is interesting, boys. So we have then also got one where I got TJ Hawkinson, Jake Golday, and Kyle Lewis, and gave up Parker Washington and Alec Ayumanor.
Ooh-wee,
Forgot
boy.
to mention we start 2 tight ends as well. So 2 QB, 2 tight end. I'm assuming this is from the same league. So he got Hawkinson, Golday, and Kyle Lewis, and gave up Parker Washington and Alec Ayumanor.
Well, as a Vikings fan, I'm afraid that old TJ Hawk may be a little worst.
Is he worst?
I mean, he didn't look
Streets
great
talking?
last year. I know he's been dealing with
Boy.
a bunch of injuries and stuff, but yeah, he's just not really moving the needle much for me. I do love Jake Golday, but I mean, Parker Washington, man, the hype has been insane this offseason. I mean, if you checked out halfway through last year, he tore it up.
Yeah. Jacoby Myers has a wrist something going on right now. He didn't play the last preseason game.
I think Parker Washington's good.
I agree with you.
Very good. Also, if you're in a league that gets like return yards,
Yeah.
he gets usually punt returns and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm a big fan of Parker Washington. I hate to say it, but yeah, I don't like that trade for you, Mr. Smallwood.
Yeah, Jake Golday. What's your thoughts on Golday? I started a little Madden franchise, and it was funny that, it's always funny to look at like the players in the trade block, and poor Jake Golday was out there like right away for this Madden franchise. So I was like, is this a harbinger of what's to come here with Jake Golday? But I assume he's probably the AVG replacement at some point.
Some point, that's the hope.
Alec could be something too, a little bit. I mean, he had some flash a little bit last year.
So you're on the Parker Washington side easily.
100%,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So there you go, Gregory.
Hawkinson's
Thank
pretty
you for
gone.
sending in those trades. So let's go back down here. See if
I
we
also
got
don't
any
feel like
other
Haller's
ones.
going to target the tight end as much. I mean,
He's going to run instead of throwing to the tight end.
he's at best the third option there in the passing game, and likely the fourth behind Juwan Jennings. So
So we got more context from Gregory. He said Goff and Caleb are my starters, and then I got Mendoza and JJ on the bench. Well, I don't think either of those guys are going to be able to give you much PT early in the season.
hold on to
So,
Goff. You know,
Yeah, if you've already sent this Goff trade, if you haven't sent this Goff trade yet, hold it.
Get it vetoed.
but Mendoza will be there for you at some point. But I mean, you're going to need guys through the bye week and stuff. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing to have depth in a
In a
2QB.
2 QB,
Yeah.
even a 10 team, and you're carrying 4 quarterbacks, I would say the waivers are nobody.
Nobody. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, I said I've been rebuilding and then wanted to transition into contending.
Then
this
hold
year.
Goff.
Then
Hold
hold
Goff.
Goff. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. In a 2QB league especially. So thank you, Gregory. He said, no, I got Goff. Oh, okay. Well, that changes things. Yeah, so me, Goff, Greenlaw for David Bailey. Okay, so he was acquiring Goff.
Oh, that's great. That's awesome.
Good job. Yes.
And David Bailey probably cost you like a second round pick in your
Right,
rookie
so you got
draft.
that
So, I mean,
mid-second right back
06.
for next year.
that is no big deal.
Re-roll. All right, there you go. Thank you, Gregory, for that one. Let's jump back over to our trades here from Discord. And we've got one here from Oren, our boy, IDP Oz. He sent in a bunch from his league and just said, pick your favorite one. So I kind of took this as an opportunity here to do a price check on Deion Henley. Addy, we famously had the Henley for Peyton Wilson trade where we both have come out losers in that somehow, I feel like.
Oh, no, I won that one by far. You got to remember, I paid a 401 for Deion Henley. Traded him to Josh for Peyton Wilson
we did
and
pick
a
swap.
third,
Yeah.
which turned into Jeremy Bernard.
You sent me a fourth, so we just picked swaps.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I got Jeremy Bernard, which is whatever. We'll find out. But then I've traded Peyton Wilson this offseason for a future second.
Look
So
at you. I didn't realize you had the Peyton
waterfall.
Wilson cash
That's
out.
what we like right there.
Golden loom right there. So let's do a little Deion Henley price check. Leeds Leviathans from Arns League got a 2027 third round pick. Bristol Riot gets Deion Henley. What do we think on this? Do we like a 2027 third round pick as a fair price to pay for Deion Henley? Or a
I
little
mean,
much?
that feels fair. I mean, if I'm the Henley owner, I'm gonna hold on to Henley just to see, like, I don't know if he is like
Just in case.
if he pops off and is good, like you can get more than a third for him. But he's still young. I mean, that's a linebacker room that's like not deep at all. So yeah, I would probably hold just on the off chance that like Henley is solid and good.
If he rebounds. That was my thinking. I think this is a fair trade. But I like this price tag because there's still like excess value to be had if Henley balls out.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he balls out and suddenly he's worth a second, but you paid a third, you've recouped some value there.
Yeah.
But if he kind of craps out and he's like, LB 3-4 for you, then you're not broke essentially paying a future third to find out.
Right.
I'm willing to pay a future third to find out in the right circumstances. But yeah, if I'm holding Henley, I think I would just rather hold unless you get more compensation than this.
Exactly. Right.
This feels like a fair trade. I'd rather just have Henley.
Right. And I'm not going to be the guy sending out a second for Henley.
No,
like, no chance.
Baba, what do you think on that one?
I love it. To circle all three of us in, I'm the one that actually has Henley right now in XFL.
We did.
Nice.
I don't remember what trade.
I don't remember what the deal was.
I think he was just
Was he part of the Ruben Bain, Josh Downs deal?
Probably.
That was a fun one that we did.
Probably.
We've been kind of flirting and doing the
Josh been asking
mating
about
dance about Downs for a while.
I wanted Bane just because of my love for Batman and cinema.
Mostly. You are a cinemaphile, as we know.
But
loves Marvel. Loves the Marvel.
Love the Marvel. Love
you
the
know
Marvel
that's DC.
stuff.
You know that's DC.
But yeah, I like Henley. Henley for a third. Adam's right. For a second is way too much of an overpay. A third feels fair. If you could get down Henley for a fourth, that's probably something I would do. Because, I mean, it's Junior Colston and Denzel Perryman. I mean,
yeah, Colson. I was watching John's video this morning on the preseason week 2 takeaways, and I mean, Colson's droppable. I mean, he is completely toast. He's coming in like 4th or 5th in the pecking order.
Could he get cut?
Possibly, yeah.
Next couple of weeks, maybe.
That defense is going to be interesting this year because I do like Akeem Mesidor. He's looked pretty good in camp. I mean,
keep in mind, new DC.
He should. He's 26.
Yeah,
he is. He better come in. He better.
Grown man.
Won't be a lot to.
Got to do it now.
Got to do it now. Let's go to one more from Discord, and then we'll jump back over to the live trades here. Y'all continue. Come on in. Hang out with us. We're going to be here answering y'all's trades, answering y'all's questions here. Next up, from Ben K in the Discord. So this is more of like I'm considering whether or not to make a move here, okay? So Ben has Jonathan Grenard, Nick Bosa, Dallas Turner, Jalen Phillips, Uchenna Nwosu, and Derek Moore. He has a trade offer he's thinking about countering to acquire either Boye Mafe, Will McDonald, or maybe even Aiden Hutchinson. He said, should I try to acquire more defensive end depth or trust what he has? I think I would just sit pat at this point, boys, unless we get confirmation that Grenard or Bosa are out for a while. You have some nice depth right now. I mean, Grenard, Bosa, Turner, and Phillips, you can start any given week. Those are all startable assets unless you're in like a 1 DL kind of, setup. But it reminds me, Addy, of the time I made that Chris Jones trade and you said, you know what you traded for, Josh? A headache. And you were right. That was a headache. So my point is, I think Grenard and Bosa are going to be fine. These little injuries that linger, even if Grenard starts on the pup with what's going on with his recovery, he'll be back. He'll be fine. He's paid. He's going to be the Eagles' defensive end 1. Bosa, and then I love Dallas Turner and Jalen Phillips this year. So I think don't trade for a headache. Like, don't go chasing waterfalls here and trying to pick up more defensive end depth. I would try to address other aspects of your roster rather than trying to add to this room. I get it's a little dicey right now.
Yeah.
But just hold tight. I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, maybe the move is to try and like consolidate 2 of those guys into, if you can maybe go get Aiden Hutchinson for 2 of those. Maybe like, could you trade Grenard and Grenard and Turner or something like that?
For a Hutch?
Yeah.
Try to like tier up maybe?
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I mean, you got, the guys this year in Grenard and Nick Bosa, assuming they're healthy. And then you have massive upside with Dallas Turner and Jalen Phillips. And even Uchenna is like, he's going to have moments.
He'll have he's a good bye week fill in.
Derek Moore should have good opportunity potentially. I mean, he's looked good in the preseason. So
I think Grenard could actually end up being your defensive end 4 here, even healthy. Like that's how good I feel about both Dallas Turner and Jalen Phillips this year.
Yeah. But I do. I mean, if assuming Grenard can get it together with the health stuff, like he's in a great spot. He's in a spot where he should have his best year of his career there in Philly.
Yep. I agree. Paid, just a matter of health. I mean, the fact he hasn't really gotten to do much is a little concerning, but I'm still fine with rolling out Bosa, Dallas Turner, Jalen Phillips if I'm plugging 2 defensive end spots.
Yep.
Baba, what do you think?
I'm worried about Grenard. I mean, here we are 2-3 weeks away from football, and he's still got, what is it, neck? Can't remember exactly.
It's an upper body injury, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't think it was knee or anything, but yeah, I don't know. I'm with Addy. I think if you could consolidate, I would even be okay to trade Grenard and Bosa for Hutch. Because Bosa's getting to the point to where it's like, he's kind of like CeeDee Lamb is on the offensive side. Like, you've probably seen the best from Bosa at this point. You have not quite seen the best from Aiden Hutchinson. So I agree with y'all.
And the Bosa injuries, man, starting to pile up, and also like the bloodline.
White was kind of the same. I mean, he's kind of starting.
Joey Bosa's not playing this year.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa's done, it seems.
Yeah.
I mean, very very similar to like the Watt boys. They just break down as they get older.
They're more sneaky. That could be one that actually.
That's what I'm saying. I think
ends
he's
up being
got
pretty
nice
valuable.
depth.
Yeah. Then you just chill.
Yeah.
Unless you can, get you Aiden, get you Will Anderson.
And move up. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So let's jump back over here, boys, and look at some from the chat here. Yeah, tore a pec lifting weights. Oh, that's Large Deborah. Large Deborah, are we talking about you tore a pec lifting weights? I hope not. I hope that was just Jonathan Grenard. I thought it was a pec injury.
No chance, Big Deborah lifting weights.
No chance,
lifting
Large
them.
Deborah.
Let's see, what are they? Lifting them Swiss cake rolls.
There you go.
That's that Twinkies. I believe that's Hostess.
That's Hostess.
Apologies to Big Deborah.
He knows his snack cake brands, but not his.
Not as quick though. A little rusty.
Little rusty. So let's go over here to. This was a comment from Higher Learning. Dallas Turner jersey going to get a lot of shout outs this year. That's all we got, folks.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
I don't think it's real.
I don't doubt it.
That's Drew.
All those are like
signed
some equipment manager just like scribbling. Here's a picture of Dallas Turner's signature.
Put that little sticker on it. Certified.
You'll never
there you
know.
go. I certified
They're
it.
from Kentucky.
Another one from Higher Learning. He said, I traded Omar Spates and Debo. So I love that it was Diablo. Divine Debo. I traded Omar Spates and Debo Samuel for a 2027 third. So let's talk about that one first. Spates and Debo for a third.
Sure.
That's
fine.
fantastic. I mean, just to get anything for Spates, who seems like he's
Dolak's getting
probably
a lot of
cuttable
run
at this
in
point.
camp again. So don't be surprised week one all of a sudden you're like, why is Spates not playing? Well,
So
Sean Dolak.
if you can get a third for Debo, I mean, I think Debo's going to be fine,
That's fine.
What was the draft capital on Omar Spates as well? Was he he was a late round pick?
He might be a UDFA.
I
I
mean,
don't know if he has any draft
but
capital.
yeah, the draft capital
At
just
least a fifth.
doesn't
He
give me
may
a lot
not
of
get another
confidence
landing
there.
spot.
For sure.
So also traded Dante Trader for a 2027 fourth after picking him off the wire this summer. Good to see you guys again.
I like that.
Good to see you,
I like
Higher
doing
Learning.
that stuff. I know Trader's getting a lot of hype. He's in a great situation because it's a bad defense.
John's video, though, the preseason week 2 takeaways from the Dolphins game, he was not starting. So it looks like he may have already lost his gig.
And that's why you do that.
Right.
You capitalize on the little weeks where they have hype.
Who has Trader and IDP Madness? This guy. So that's why that one stung a little bit.
But yeah, that's the way you do it because you don't want to have to bank on a guy like Dante Trader,
Right, for
but you will be able to find guarantee some guys that are going to be good for you. Like think about last year, it was Antonio Johnson who was a waiver wire darling to finish the year for you.
Finished as the number 1 overall safety and overall grade.
Yeah.
By PFF. I was talking with Sig. That was one of his guys he
That's
couldn't
wild,
stop
isn't it?
drafting. That's crazy.
Yeah, that surprised me a lot.
But yes,
too.
the and it's the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins, none of those assets are safe.
Yeah,
They
outside,
re-signed Brooks. I think that's the only one that
Brooks
you're
and J-Rod.
Yeah. J-Rod. Yeah, I was going to say Dodson, I think, is going to be trade bait come, sometime before the trade deadline.
And this is a team that's going to be rehauling their roster. They're going
Right.
to be spending
This team
capital on
stinks.
every position. So it's or bringing in free agents. So yeah, I would, any time you can cash out on players that are on bad teams and that didn't have a lot of draft capital, do it. Don't get greedy. Just get you a fourth, get out, and go find a Kevin Winston for you.
Yep.
Sure.
Or a Jonas Sanker. Those guys were available to be picked up, last season and some this offseason. So
Right.
that's the way you play that position.
Large Deborah said eating some Buc-ee's. Did
Yes,
Buc-ee's
sir.
breakfast this weekend. So good. So good.
Get you some chicken and waffles tomorrow, Jeff. They got Chick-fil-A's where he
I
is?
think so, yeah.
Surely at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
They've taken over.
Okay, so This is from Reeves to Reeves. I think it's how you'd pronounce that, or Rubes to Rubes, maybe. I've been picking up Craig Woodson everywhere. What y'all think?
I mean,
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fine dart throw. If it's free, price of a mouse, click.
He had some
Why not?
highlights last year.
Should be a solid safety, you know?
Wall Bang, one of our faves. Happy to see you, fellas. Happy to see you too, Wall Bang. Welcome in. We're glad you're here, buddy. Another one from Rubes to Rubes here. He's been available in all leagues, was the context there. Yes, Higher Learning said he was a UDFA talking about Omar Spates. He has Dolak on Taxi.
Nice.
Very nice cash out there if you got Dolak on the Taxi squad. Another one from Wallbang here. This one, not a trade, but an interesting question. How do you guys feel about Chase Young? Is the comeback real?
I mean, I think it's...
I've been drafting some Chase Young after saying I would never draft Chase Young again. So
the ADP is what in the best balls? Do you know off the top of your head?
Off the top of my head.
I feel like he's been going around like 4th, 5th round in the IDP only best balls. Probably like an edge 24 to 30 range.
I was thinking somewhere in the like late 20s, early 30s.
So yeah, I mean, I think he's, that's the way. If you're going to fade that position, like you want to get players like Chase Young that still have, I think, some upside. He was great last season. The PFF stuff looked good. I mean, he should still get a large snap share.
I don't think he's going to cost you so much to the point where you're like, damn, Chase Young, burn me again.
Yep.
Like, I think people are still just so off of this
They
guy.
got burned so many times.
Right.
Yeah. It took so long for him to come back around that people are just afraid. Well, understandable, but yeah, I feel solid about him. I think he's a solid edge 2 for you.
Bobo, any Chase Young shares for you?
No, I'm not a believer. If other people want to stand in the outfield and flap their arms and believe.
Yeah, I will absolutely sell him. I will say.
I'll find some value somewhere else.
Jeff,
what would you sell him for? 3rd?
Yeah, that
let him
sounds
go.
about right. Yeah, I like that. It's a good cash out. Yeah, Jeff said, sorry about the wrapper in the truck, Bobby.
I mailed it back. It must still be in transit.
Yes, mailed it back. Just a little souvenir. Y'all keep dropping your trades in there. We love breaking these down. We've got another one here. We saw Dr. Jordy in the chat earlier. Dr. Jordy, hopefully you're still around, not been called into surgery. Dr. Jordy, got a good one here. Bobo, I'm going to tee you up first on this one.
Oh, boy.
This is one of your Rammies. Okay, so 12-team Superflex, start 9 offense, 7 defense, half-point PPR, tackle-heavy scoring. League context, Dr. Jordy, defending champ. Nice flex there, Dr. Jordy. Still in compete now. Strong offense. Needed a star wide receiver. His defensive line was Will Anderson, Aiden Hutchinson, Trey Hendrickson. His linebackers, Carter, Edwards, Foye, Sherwood, Wilson, Elarns, Orr. And then, okay, so that's the context for Dr. Jordy. He traded for Puka Nacua, Devin Lloyd, Alex Highsmith, a projected early 27th, 3rd, and 7th. He traded away Lad McConkey, Carson Schlesinger, Tuli Tuipulotu, projected late 27th, 1st, and a 5th. So one more time for the audio listeners here. He traded for Puka, Devin Lloyd, Alex Highsmith for a projected early 27th, 3rd, and 7th. Traded away Lad McConkey, Carson Schlesinger, Tuli Tuipulotu, a projected 27th, 1st, late 1st, and 5th. Bobo, thoughts on this big boy trade here?
So you traded for Puka.
Right. I think what I latched onto first with this was I feel like Highsmith for Tuli is a lateral move. So I think you can just...
I disagree. I'd rather have Tuli.
But I think it's close, right? I think that's like, those are both like edge
Tuli is
twos.
like 23 and
I
then
do
24.
kind of wonder, though, if we've seen the best of Highsmith. Like,
I think, yeah.
How old is he now? 28?
Yeah, getting up there.
So Schlesinger for Lloyd is that's a downgrade.
That's a big downgrade for Dynasty.
Lloyd. Puka to Lad is quite an upgrade because, Lad regressed a lot last year. I don't know what to expect from that passing offense there. QJ, Trey Harris has kind of had a good training camp. So is Lad going to have a rinse and repeat again for this year? So essentially kind of what it boils down to for me, I don't care about the 3rds, the 5th, and the 7th. Like, just take those away pretty much. Mm-hmm. But it's basically like Puka for...
Take him to the dungeon.
Puka for Lad and a 27th first. Like, you probably... I don't know. I feel like you kind of lost in Schlesinger. I feel like you kind of lost a little bit in Tuli. I agree with what you're saying, Josh. This seems fair. I do think Puka is kind of a scary person to trade for right now.
I was thinking, Puka scares me to death.
Yeah.
Like all these podcasts he's been on, he could still face discipline from the league.
The other side is just like
he just seems unhinged.
From an actual Rams perspective, like Stafford is not going to play forever. You know, I get scared every year that all of a sudden we're going to hear that McVay is just going to be an actor or something. Like he's just done coaching, you know.
He's pursuing
be a damn
dream.
good one too.
Yeah, he would be. He's handsome. He's got those abs going.
But I mean,
good hair.
Who's to say that the Rams even pay Puka? Like they might be a little too scared to give that guy some crazy contract.
I think they're going to do it. I think the deal is going to get announced here before the start of the season.
Make him the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL history.
Trembling the whole time signing
man.
that contract.
Seriously.
But they're all in. I think they're going to do it. They're going to say, screw it. We're going to push the chips in. And
I'll be honest with you.
We'll see what happens.
I probably don't do this deal. I would probably rather have Ladd, Swessinger, Thule, and a 27 first. Just because I am scared of Puka.
Scared of Puka.
I mean, I am. He seems kind of unhinged a little
crazy.
bit. He just doesn't seem like the
fits that mold of like
now
insane wide receiver.
If he plays football, if you have him on the
Right.
field, it's undeniable the talent.
He could finish as the wide receiver one.
But who's to say what if Ladd turns it around this year? It looks like rookie year Ladd, and you're like, oh crap.
That's a possibility for sure.
I kind of looked at it as like I did see Thule for Highsmith as close to a lateral move. So then the question for me was there is a difference between Swessinger and Lloyd
Yes.
for Dynasty. So you look at that difference plus essentially like a second round pick because you're trading away a late first for an early third, right? Then plus Ladd McConkey. So the difference between Swessinger and Lloyd plus a second plus Ladd for Puka.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. But again, Puka just scares me to death. So I don't know if this was
low-key old too.
If this was Jamar Chase or one of the other like top tier wide receivers, I'd maybe feel like
JSN.
Yes, JSN. One of those, like, I would feel maybe a smidge better about this. Like, Puka, undeniable talent, probably the top offense, one of the top 3 offenses in the league. But I don't know, man.
I'd take the risk. I'd get Puka.
You swing it?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because, Devin Lloyd is still solid. He's going to be starting for you every week.
These are both starting linebackers.
Yes, definitely. Same with Highsmith. And there's a chance that he could, get an even greater glow up once he goes to his next team, which we assume is going to happen with all the depth they have there in Pittsburgh.
Right.
But yeah, Puka, just like an actual difference
His
maker.
PPR numbers are crazy.
It was crazy last season. Yeah. So he's young. He's still adjusting to the life of fame and being in LA and all that stuff. So I think he'll get his head on straight. They're going to give him a bag. They're probably going to, give him some words with this bag. Like, hey, listen,
please,
no more streaming.
No more. I would put it in the contract, like Kyler's homework clause. Like,
no more partying.
No more podcasts.
We're going to put a tracker. We're going to put a chip in you.
A chip.
We're going to know where you are
at all times.
And but I think he's going to get it together.
I hope so.
And then what about T-Simp? He might be the real deal.
No. What we thought? I thought old T-Simp. That's what we're going with. I think about Trenton Simpson there for a second. I was like, oh. Yeah.
Ty-Simp.
Hey, Trent Simpson does look really good in camp. I don't know if you've seen him
Battle
so
of the
far,
T-Simp. Sound off on your favorite
From
T-Simp
a body
in the
perspective.
comments.
Who's the real T-Simp?
Yeah.
Trent looks great.
It's been interesting. I think from the first game, it sounded like T-Simp looked pretty good. I didn't get to watch him in the second game. They blew out whoever it was they were playing, didn't they? Like 34-0 or something.
He's had a couple plays, but
Stetson Bennett, he had what a dime he had.
He also
looks
had 2
all right.
rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he looks all right.
I like Stetson. He's a gamer.
So let's go to another one here from Discord. Thank you, Dr. Jordy, for sending that in. From user 8590s, 10 team league, Superflex, tight end premium, 11 offense, 11 defense. 53 player roster, cut down to 31 prior to the 22 round combined rookie waiver draft, 5 position IDP. So this is true position tackle heavy. Okay. Most important things, Superflex, tight end premium, start 11, both sides.
10 team.
Defending champs, still in contention. Linebackers, a little weak. Mainly, I'm looking to make some trades before we have to cut rosters. I haven't seen anything, but trying to put some trades together along the lines of the below. Let me know how to fill these out a bit. So first thing I'll say here, user 8590s, is check out idptradecalculator.com. It's a great place to workshop just trade targets. Like just throw ideas out there, update it with you and John's combined dynasty rankings. Our boy iDynasty P, Jackson Schwam, gets that updated for us every single month. That's a great place to brainstorm trades and see if you're in the ballpark. I also just don't love the idea of like giving yourself an artificial impetus or like deadline for making trades. Like he says, I want to make some trades before this cut down. I don't love that. Like
everyone's going to be thinking that same way too.
Right. So I don't know that that's necessarily the strategy I would encourage here, but he offered up trade away DeMario Davis to the team with Jamie Sherwood for the 406, 36 overall pick, or trade away Nick Ammonwari for Fred Warner. I mean, both of these trades feel like fine.
Nah.
I go get Fred, honestly.
But I mean, if you can go get Fred, I would not make this the reason that you're making this trade.
Davis
right?
for the 406 feels like a nice little cash out. You would do Iman Mori for Fred?
Yeah, I think so. And his setup,
Yeah.
with him being weak at linebacker, I mean,
That's true.
Fred's going to be starting for the next 5 years for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Ammonwari, it was awesome, but like you mentioned at the start of the show, like I think he's at his peak, right? I don't think we're going to see him averaging 16 points per game too many more times. Whereas with Fred, I think there's a little bit of meat on the bone. I think we've seen that, recently where he started to be more of a linebacker one as opposed to a LB2, kind of how he started his career.
You could maybe get a little plus with Fred there,
Maybe so, yeah. Because I probably have Ammonwari ranked a little higher in Dynasty, but a lot of those are always dependent on your situation with your team. Like if I could get a guy like Fred Warner where I just set and forget,
Right.
Sure.
that's nice.
That is nice.
I've got Roquan and Fred in our RSO league, and that is like
Set and
I
forget.
have no intention of getting rid of either one of those guys for a while.
I feel like I have my two lovers also. I've got Nick Bolton and Ernest Jones. I mean, two linebackers that just make me happy.
You feel good for the
Josh,
next
who you got?
3-4 years.
I did draft Arvell Reese and CJ Allen in the rookie draft for this new startup. So
I think you'll be
Two people
feeling
pleased.
fine. Maybe not to start the year. I did. K-Ham was going off for like in the 90s on like I think a 3 or 4 year deal. I was like, wow, I wasn't necessarily planning to get K-Ham, but like if I can lock down one of these two starting safety spots.
Oh, in your startup.
Yeah, my startup. I snagged TJ Watt as well in there for like a 1 year $100 deal. So there's something to be said for just like I never have to think about this position the rest of the season, right?
I did trade for Myles Garrett in the Hunger Game.
Look at you.
Look at you. Do you remember the details of that one?
Yeah, it was my second this year, my second next year, and then a third next year.
You had to give up 2 seconds and a third, and that was it? No
that
first?
was it. This guy was trying to rebuild. No, he wanted a first to start.
Love that for you, Addy.
So yeah, I was very happy with that.
Can't keep getting away with it. Jesse
alert the
Pinkman meme
authorities.
right now.
I will.
They'll be here for
I will.
All right, so there you go, users. User 8590. Thank you for the trade. We got a late breaking trade today from Brett Kernart on Discord as well. Brett, thank you for sending this in. He says contender but needed some DL help. This is PPR non-tight end premium. Okay, so non-tight end premium, but it is PPR. Said contender but needed some D-line help. Okay, so Brett sent Dalton Kincaid, Jalen Coker, a 2027 first and a 2028 first for Will Anderson Jr. and Kenneth Walker III. What do we think about Kincaid, Coker, 27 first, 28 first for Will Anderson and Kenneth Walker?
Yeah.
I like that a lot. That feels really good.
Yep.
Kincaid kind of feels like the type of tight end. Like I know some of these guys are the Evan Ingram types that they kind of develop later, but it just kind of seems like it might never work out for Kincaid.
Always banged up too.
I do love Jalen Coker. I think he is undervalued in a lot of dynasty leagues.
A lot of cokeheads out there.
But if you can sell him
He's
for
got Bryce Young as a quarterback though.
yeah,
That's
I mean,
my thing. Is like I feel like the Panthers are about to be in the QB wilderness for the next 5 years, replacing Bryce Young.
very true.
Have they ever not been in that like wilderness?
Cam,
Cam
that was it. Yep.
But yeah,
Jake
it's always been
Delhomme,
tough.
I think, took him to a Super Bowl, so I guess you could say Delhomme was good there for a little bit, but a lot of purgatory.
Yeah.
A lot of purgatory for the Panthers. Here's the thing. The real question for me is 2027 first, 28 first for Anderson and Walker. I'm very happy to pay that price. Not going to let Dalton Kincaid and Jalen Coker as a throw-in. stop this deal from going through.
Oh, for sure.
So I think this is a slam dunk. I think you really
won't think
well
about
read.
him at all.
I think it's an underpay to some extent a little
Oh,
bit.
it's
I don't-
definitely an underpay.
I don't value Kincaid and Coker that much. You know, I mean, they are just throw in. So essentially, really what you're looking at is you could maybe go get a guy as productive as Kincaid on waivers. The same with Coker. I mean, there's going to be in the first couple weeks some, Striblings and some Ted Hurst and stuff that pop up that might be available that you're like, oh, wow. That's nice productivity. Guys like Will Anderson and Kenneth Walker are not going to be available anywhere.
No, K9's worth two firsts right now. Will Anderson's worth a first plus, probably a first plus maybe another first.
Yeah.
Likely first plus a second. So I mean, yes,
I like this a lot.
that leans heavily
A
towards.
lot of people getting Will Anderson. What's going
know,
on?
I know. They're excited.
Yeah, who's selling them, man?
Yeah.
People are still sleeping, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Crazy.
It is absolutely crazy.
Finally coming in, got everybody worried.
Here is a fun one. Yeah, Clowney is back, coming home. It's
Bryce
kind of
Lance.
interesting. Yeah, so Mr. Raven Craven traded Bryce Lance, Keyshawn Boutte, who just got traded
Yep.
today, didn't he, to the Texans?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I like that. Traded Bryce Lance, Keyshawn Boutte, and a 27 fourth, the earliest fourth, and got Mad Max. This was to a Saints and LSU fan.
How? There we go. That's how.
Yeah, so
how.
I don't know how you did this trade, Mr.
What a
Raven
Dumbo.
Craven. Yeah, but just thank God every day you have Dumbos in your league, because that is a beautiful.
That's like when
finesse right there.
when those trades get done, you're like, I hope the chat is sleeping right now. I hope like the all my league mates aren't about to roast my trade partner.
Make the trade and just sign off. Like go on vacation
I'm out
and
for a
don't look
while.
at your phone for the rest of the week.
Good call.
So here we go. From Puck to Truck 23 says traded Denzel Boston and Nick Bonito for Hutch. Let's talk about that one first,
Wow.
boys. Denzel Boston and Bonito for Hutch. I think Boston in addition to Bonito for Hutch, I'd make that deal. Wouldn't y'all?
You're getting Boston and Benito, or you're getting Hutch?
Traded Boston and Bonito. He got Hutch.
I really like Benito, man. And I think Denzel Boston could be a guy. I mean, I think today the value is probably on Hutch's side, but I really think that you could look up and Boston looks like a wide receiver too, and Benito is 80% of Hutchinson. The value probably makes the most sense for Hutchinson, but I do like the Boston and Benito side.
Yeah, Boston definitely has some upside. It all hinges on what type of step he takes.
And who's throwing the ball in that whole situation, dear God.
What a mess.
Yeah.
But I mean, Boston was a guy that you could get in the second round. We got a great class coming in.
True.
He may not be someone you lose too much sleep over. So yeah, I think it's fair. I would probably lean Hutchinson though.
Yeah, it's not a bad trade. I think either side is fine. I just would rather have. I always am going to gravitate towards the best piece, and for me, that's Hutch in this
Hutch
trade.
is 24.
Mm-hmm.
Benito's probably 27,
Yes.
28.
Yeah.
So you're gaining a couple years.
So yeah, good trade there, Puck to Truck. Nice job picking up Aiden Hutchinson. Let's see if we got any more here. This was a good one from Jeff. We can talk about this one. If you are rostering Zach Bond and Jihad Campbell, it's not Jihad Campbell, I found out. That is a totally separate thing. Jihad Campbell. On the same team, which one are you moving and what are you looking to get?
Zach Bond.
Yeah, you're cashing out on Bond, right?
Get out.
Get what's a second?
Yeah, let me get a second for him.
Let me get a second for Bond.
I'm not going to give him away, but let me hold a second.
Would you trade him for a third?
No.
Hold. No, I'll just roll with him. And I mean, he,
But what
who
about-
knows about Campbell? I mean, I think it's going to be good this year, but
We know Bond is good.
yeah. And
What about a fourth though? Would you trade him for a fourth?
I'd probably do it for a fourth. Yeah.
yeah.
Third, I just don't like thirds. I'd rather have. I like even round picks.
Adam loves fourths.
Yeah, that's just how it works.
Yeah.
For me at least. Yeah. So thank you, Jeff, for that one here. Let's see if we got any more trades.
Grenard doesn't start the season, and Campbell just ends up like being just full-time edge.
Yeah, we had a good
Let's
one
go.
here from Wallbang that I did not want to skip over. It was a Cedric Gray trade, that has been a very interesting.
Was it the second part of that trade? DeMario Davis.
Yes, I think you're
Christian
right.
Watson for Cedric Gray, and I can't remember the last bit.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that one again because that was a good one. Yeah, he asked about Chase Young. Here was more context from this the Chase Young question. I picked Young up mid-season last year off the wire. He's my DL5 in Dynasty. I have Tuli, Latu, Bain, Chop. I think he's saying he is on his team, his DL5. I have Tuli, Latu, Bain, Chop, and Young. I think I'm going to put Young on the block.
But maybe hold him too. I mean, there's a world where you look up and Young is as valuable as like Tuli or Latu potentially.
Thing is, that whole mix of guys he has there, like, I feel like the market sleeps on all those guys a little bit, at least right now. Even Tuli, who popped off and had like average like 16 points per game, like people are still very leary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
going. Old Macri out there doing all that with his charts,
his charts,
them red charts.
He said here, okay, this is just a separate trade here from Wallbang. Earlier, I traded Cedric Gray for Fred Warner. Warner owner was rebuilding.
Rebuilding what?
Rebuilding his house, like you caught him in the midst of like some serious life trauma where you were able to bash this guy's head in.
That's great.
Cedric Gray. Okay, so John and I have been joking because we've been keeping tabs on like the YouTube comments for different videos.
It's all Cedric Gray, isn't it?
We were going to make a video of like most commented on players. Chase Young is one. James Pierce.
Okay.
People love them some James Pierce. Not like personally, just like as an asset. They're fascinated by him. Mm-hmm. Cedric Gray boys will come after you hard.
Yes.
So those were, I think, the three where it was like, and then obviously Travis Hunter always stirs up a lot of conversation. So
I like it.
Cedric Gray, yes, great trade there.
I mean, there is a lot of ambiguity with all of those guys that you mentioned. So there's just always being talked about.
Yeah, so here's from Puck to Truck. It was Demario Davis and Christian Watson for Cedric Gray and Romeo Dubs. So Demario Davis and Christian Watson.
Man, I really like Christian Watson a lot.
For Cedric Gray and Romeo Dubs.
I mean, even with Kayshawn out of town now, and I know there's like AJ Brown and everything, and people think that I call him Dobbs. Romeo Dobbs is going to take a step this year. I think Christian Watson and Demario Davis side is still the side
that's the side I want. I think I like maybe Demario even a smidge better right now.
Yeah, safer at least.
Demario,
right. He's gonna play. He's gonna play every snap.
All these linebackers just seem like the Levante Davids of the world. They just do it until they just decide to turn it off. I'll give you 120 tackles until the day I quit. How's that sound?
They gave him 2 years, I believe, right? There in New York. There wasn't like a 2-year.
It was not.
They gave a lot of crazy long deals to a lot of crazy old players. I think Minka Fitzpatrick got like a 3-year, $48 million deal or something.
A lot of people hyping him up this year.
Insane. So we got a couple more trades here. If y'all have other trades, drop them in the chat. We'll be around for a little bit longer here answering y'all's trades. So these were from Twitter. So shout out to the couple of trades that we had come in from Twitter. This first one from Ryan. In a dynasty startup league after the draft, I acquired Ruben Bain and Keaton Mitchell for DeAndre Swift. Other guy was on the message board asking for an RB1, so I made an offer and he accepted. What do we think about Ruben Bain and Keaton Mitchell for DeAndre Swift?
So he acquired Bain.
He acquired Bain and Mitchell for DeAndre Swift.
I really like Bain.
Obviously, you traded for him.
I think Bain could be. I don't think the short arm thing is. It's.
I don't think it's going to be an issue, guys.
For a
he did
small
look good.
amount of time.
He looked good.
But I will say, I think DeAndre Swift is primed to be a guy for the next 1 to 2 years. I mean, Mona Guy is dealing with a knee right now. Roshan Johnson looks like nothing. I think it could be DeAndre Swift's best year of his career. I know it sounds weird because there has been some times over the last couple of years where Swift doesn't look great. But I think his usage, out of the backfield, he's been really, really talented. I think for 26 and 27, you want Swift. Bain is going to be good for the long term. But if you needed a running back one, then I don't know. I probably would have held DeAndre Swift, to be honest with you.
I think so too, just because we don't know the format of this league, but other than it's a dynasty startup. But DeAndre Swift is a guy you can start regardless of format.
For sure.
If this is a league like we saw earlier where it's start 4 IDPs, Ruben Bain is never going to start for you.
And
Keaton Mitchell's only going to start if we have some injuries happen in Los Angeles.
100%. That's what I was going to say. Keaton Mitchell's going to have a couple of, designed.
He's a best ball guy.
4 or 5 touches a game
exactly.
for big plays and stuff. But really it boils down to just Bane for DeAndre Swift. And maybe you've got Omarion and you wanted his handcuff there with
Right.
Mitchell. So
Could be.
that works, but I don't know.
Yes.
Swift is still really undervalued.
He's always been slept on too. I mean,
You got him in XFFL, don't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Extended him, I think, last year. Happy to do it. I mean, every single season he gets to like at least 200 total points. So I mean, that ends up being like a rock solid RB2 for you.
It is interesting to see how people value Bane right now, though. I mean, you're trading Bane for DeAndre Swift, like that's a lot, you know.
Good draft capital.
People
good
love some
landing
Bane.
spot.
Yeah.
They like
So-
that he's staying after practice with the sleds. Did
And
you
then
guys
he's
see
got
this?
the face
He
mask
has the
thing.
face mask on.
You're
Yeah,
off
every-
Twitter. You're off Twitter. But
Every
people made
practice, he's like 45 minutes after just hitting the dummies, dragging them out there himself.
folks, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
For sure.
This is your profession.
This is,
Sure.
they're
trying to
playing
earn your
football,
spot.
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Adam was grinding 45 minutes
Dude,
after the clock went off today, too.
I work overtime every day.
Yeah. That's life.
You don't see me getting filmed doing it.
I'm going to film you tomorrow, Adam. I'm going to put it on Twitter.
Don't.
We're going to blow
Don't.
it up.
Don't.
Adam, you look like a cigarette that's been ground down into an ashtray.
I just feel like that. That's how I feel.
That's how we feel right now. All right, one more here, and I think we got some live comments trickling in here. So y'all keep dropping the trades in. We'll stay here as long as y'all give us some good stuff to talk about.
Everybody likes seeing our legs.
Yeah, so
Let
what do you
us
think
know.
about the legs? We did wear pants, so we're not giving you
took
our
my
Look at
Crocs.
that. Look
I
at
took my
that.
Crocs off.
Yeah, a little too much. They're a little too much toe action.
You don't wear
not
shoes.
Not enough.
That's for the
You
only
don't wear
fans.
shoes.
That's for
Take
the
your
after
pants
show
off here in a minute, Josh.
Yes,
the after
sir.
So next up here from Jason, 32 team, which that can we just pause there for
Let's
a second?
pray for them.
32 team, unless you have like multiple copies of players, is
Good gracious.
nuts. Is just so nuts. I admire it,
Yeah, respect.
but you're crazy.
Start 7.
So start. Start. Here, it was 7 offense, 8 IDP. The breakdown was 1 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 2 flex, 1 super flex. On the defensive side, it was 2, 2, 2, 2. So 2 DL, 2 LB, 2 DB, 2 flex, full PPR, super flex, half point, tight end, premium. Okay. So he said, which side of this trade do you want to be on? He doesn't say which side is his, right? I think we can kind of guess here. I think he is the Hampton owner. So Neighbors or Jacob Rodriguez plus Neighbors, or Omarion Hampton plus Eli Stowers plus a 28 first. So again, Malik Neighbors plus Jacob Rodriguez, or Omarion Hampton, Eli Stowers, a 28 first. He said rebuilding. This is where I have to include this context here.
I know, make sure you read this part, Josh.
There is just this would leave me with Eli Heidenreich, who is the Pittsburgh guy, I think, from one of the naval, the military academies.
Yeah.
This would leave me with Eli Heidenreich for my only running back, but I want my 2027 first to be top 5. Look, Jason, if this is what you want, buddy, that's a trade you got to make. I will say there is no way a team with Eli Heidenreich as the only running back can be allowed by your league's bylaws. This is like ultra tank mode, and I respect the hell out of it, but the commissioner has to shut this down.
And also, brother, I'd imagine you're going to be picking 101 with that setup. So you're not going to want a running back. You're going to want Jeremiah Smith, bro.
Right. You are in a bad spot. Just let's set aside just the insane Eli Heidenreich context here. Which side of this deal do you guys like better?
I mean, in a vacuum, I like Neighbors and Rodriguez.
See, I think I'm on the Hampton and
Actually, wait,
first.
I forget there's a first.
But it's a 28 first,
I
not a
know.
27 first.
Yeah,
It's close.
And it might be the 28th pick in the first round.
that's true. That's
it's a
true.
32 team league. That's a
That's
great
true.
point, Baba. So we
Dear
have no
God,
idea.
It might be like the 3-10.
So let's just say Hampton and Stowers are Neighbors and J-Rod. Because we have no idea what
Yeah,
that pick's
I mean, I
gonna
like
be.
Neighbors and J-Rod.
With that context reestablished, Babo, I'm with Addy. I think I'd go Neighbors and J-Rod.
I disagree. In a 32-team league,
You're a Stowers
He's a
boy.
Hampton bag owner too.
You're
if you
a
got
Hampton
Heidenreich
and a
as your only running back, you got
I
to
said
have a
setting
young.
that context aside.
I don't care. Can't set it aside, Josh. I want Hampton.
It's too insane. I've never seen a trade
I want
like
Stowers
context like this.
and I want a 28 first. But whoever's sending you that first is probably trying to fleece you too. It's gonna be like a late first.
Yeah.
That's a weird freaking trade.
That is a weird trade. Wallbang is with us. He said Neighbors and the Rodfather. So he's with me and Addy. Bobo is on the Omarion Hampton, Eli Stowers
Always.
side.
I think I have the Rodfather as LB4 already in Dynasty. LB4, LB5. He's up there.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
It makes sense.
I feel so good about him.
Rookie of the year?
Oh, we got some candidates, man. I doubt it's going to be him because they may slow roll him to start.
Yeah, J-Rod's probably not starting the season, but he's going to be finishing the season.
I feel like,
and that's what you want. You want guys that are going to be finishing the season.
Tune into the next IDP bets. We will literally talk
That's right.
about
Yes.
that.
Uh-oh.
You and Johnny doing the annual tradition. Last year, you guys blessed us so richly with the Carson Schlesinger
When it was plus 3,000, I think.
Defensive Rookie of the Year. So many. I mean, I think Johnny.
We're going for 3 in a row. We got Jared Verse the
Did you?
previous year
Let's
as well.
do it. So J-Rod is looking like a nice.
I think I'm going to go down. So I think I saw he was like plus 800, I think.
Oh, it's juicy. I like that.
David Bailey was the favorite. Bain was the favorite. Bain was the overall favorite.
Bain was the overall favorite.
He was
I was
like
thinking
plus 450 or
he
something.
could be a nice little dark horse, but I don't like that as the favorite.
David Bailey was like plus 5, I think, something like that.
Interesting. Okay, so good comment here from Brad Gilbert. I have a second and fourth for your useless odd number first. Deal. Send it, Brad. Let's get that deal done. I like that. Odd number first can go to hell, or odd numbered picks. Yes. So speaking of Travis Hunter, speaking of IDP Madness, let's welcome in from the chat reigning IDP Madness champion, Daniel Martineau. Welcome in, buddy.
Wow, royalty.
Royalty in the building. Thank you for showing up, Daniel. Good to have you, buddy. How are we feeling about Travis Hunter's value in Dynasty these days? This is what I'm telling y'all. Travis Hunter, hot topic on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it's you gotta hold strong. You
gotta be brave.
Yeah, I still have him as the IDP overall 1. So I mean, I'm still going
hard,
with it
though, because the reports have been like this
and down,
all
up and down.
off season. He's making these crazy one-handed catches. He's doing all cornerbacks. Like, I literally saw a video earlier today or yesterday that was like, is Travis Hunter's wide receiver run ended essentially for fantasy football? And I was like, well, what are we doing here? We have no idea.
Let's see what he looks like in year 2. What is this, game 7 for him? Game 8? Once the season starts. I mean,
I honestly think that everything is pointing in the right direction for Travis Hunter when you think about it. Like, we talked about it, I don't know, a year or so ago, that really the best case scenario is going to be where his defensive snaps would tick up above his offensive snaps so that the following year commissioners could allow you the ability to put him in at your cornerback spot, and you would also get wide receiver reps for that.
Right.
So he's put on weight. He's learned the playbook. Now Jacoby Myers is a little banged up, which maybe gives him a little bit more of a window to play the wide receiver snaps. And I don't think he's going to come off the field when it comes to defense. Also, I mean, every time you look up, freaking Jags beat writers or whatever are talking or showing a clip about Travis Hunter picking off some crazy pass intended for Parker Washington or something.
I'm excited.
It seems like Travis Hunter is going to be a big play, PD, interception type of player who's also going to get 20 to 30 offensive snaps a game. If you're getting cold feet this close in, you should trade Travis Hunter. He's not for you.
Yeah.
You're not privileged.
You're not built
to,
for this life.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I still contend that we have too quickly dismissed the possibility that Travis Hunter can still be the Jaguars' best overall wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think there is still a world where that is a possibility. As much as we love Parker Washington, as much as we love Brian Thomas Jr., well, maybe not as much after last year. You have the guy Jacoby Myers they traded for. I understand. I know that room is crowded. I know there's some Brenton Strange believers out there as well.
Koizal.
There's some running back hype, but let's not forget what kind of wide receiver prospect Travis Hunter was coming out of the draft. So
his goal was to be Dion. It was to play 100% snaps.
Got better draft capital
than
than any of these other wide receivers that are in Jacksonville
I'm
with
telling
him
you,
right
man,
now.
one of
He's
these
still
days,
talking about wanting to do it as well.
one of
you
these
know?
days, it's going to hit, and people are going to be like, "I get it. I understand
This just
now."
speaks to how impatient we've gotten
For
in
sure.
the fantasy football public. So,
sure.
Daniel, to answer your question, I think the public, largely from the sentiment I've seen, is that it's Jover for Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
Yep.
As even in IDP, I think offensive only leagues, he's like wide receiver 60s, something like that. Like he's
Crazy.
buried in the ADP. But even in IDP leagues where his offensive points count, I think a lot of managers are just scared. They are just like, I'll let someone else be the brave boy and hold Travis Hunter. So we have always been, though, willing to take that risk on around this, I guess, just room now, not even this table anymore. So
Weird.
I think that's going to wrap it up, boys. I don't think we have. Here we go. Look at this. Daniel Martineau took Hunter in the first round in IDP Madness
Let's
this
go.
time. I'm all
Let's go.
in.
Scared
Yes,
money
sir.
don't make money.
That's the winner right there,
That's
folks.
the winner, folks.
Look
That's
at
a
that.
winner. That's a
Cowboy
champion
hat.
talking.
Can't even see that shirt. Looks like his cows on his shirt, maybe.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
Some
Martineau
cool-
lives by no
cool
rules,
glasses.
not even his own. Thank you,
The
Daniel, for
real
showing
ones
up.
recognize the T Hunt hype and the upside. So, yeah, we play this game to have fun. He has the potential to be the most fun fantasy piece of all time.
That's right.
We just need things to go his way,
Let's just
especially
have
year
fun.
2.
Let's have fun, folks. That's kind of my
He's
thing.
ripped up though. Now you seen him, boys.
Yeah. He's put on some
like me.
muscle.
Yes, sir.
I think he's going to be able to better contend with like bigger wide receivers now. So, yeah, I'm all about it. I'm excited for T Hunt in year 2. And yeah, thank you all so much for all the trades, for all the questions. It was great being back with you all again in the revamped Socak. Let us know in the comments if you end up watching this later on this week. What do you think of the new digs? What do you think of our legs? Are we looking good? Or what do you think of Bobby's feet? That's gross, Bob. I'll put the
like
things
'em?
away. I got sweatpants on here.
Wait, putting him back on, boy.
It was good to be back with you. I was good to be back with you boys,
Yes.
talking football.
Pleasure.
It's
True
always
pleasure.
nice. Just Baba, I was talking to you earlier. We almost kind of ran into each other at the
It did.
intersection by
your
Rich
fault.
Pond, and it's we were talking on the phone after that. And he said it's just sometimes you just got to get in here and get these takes off your chest. You just got to let them takes breathe a little bit.
Yeah, we all love
So-
ball. We all listen to ball. We all watch ball. And sometimes there's just, I told you, Josh, that ran into, I don't know, some acquaintance not too long ago. And he was like, "You like football?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, I don't know. He asked some just
Derrick
very
Henry.
jovial question.
Yeah, he said he liked Derrick Henry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're
And I
like, what
said-
about Adam Randall?
Yeah. And,
He's like, is that somebody that you work with?
and I was pretty much just like, never mind.
We're not the same.
You don't know ball, brother.
talking
Yeah.
different things here.
So appreciate y'all. Y'all are ball knowers. Y'all are ball lovers. Big pause.
Yeah. Manscaped.
And we appreciate y'all checking out here. Yeah, 246 on the live stream. So thank you.
Hey,
all.
who's a couple IDP names you're in on before? I don't know if we'll talk before the season starts. Give us some deep cuts, Addy.
What do you mean, like for this year?
So I'll give you a couple guys that
Yeah,
I
give me
like
yours
that
to
I'm
kind of
paying
set the
attention
table.
to.
Set the context here, Bob.
I'm really into like some R Mason
Sure.
hype this
You've
year.
always been an R Mason boy.
I really
Yes, that
I
is
really
true.
think he's got some upside going into this season. I kind of like Derek Moore too. I know I'm going double DLs here. I think Derek Moore is actually going to get a lot more playing time up there in Detroit than maybe people think he's going to in his freshman season. So I don't know. Those are a couple names I'm paying attention to. Josh, I know you've probably
Addy?
got a couple.
Yeah, I'll bring up one that I mentioned earlier from your Vikes. Jake Golday fascinates me. Just, again, listening to the Normie pods, just trying to get a sense of maybe some things I'm not paying attention to as primarily a fantasy guy. And they just talked about how important they think Golday is going to be for this Vikings defense.
Yeah.
And so I'm really curious, especially if anything happens to AVG, what Golday's role is going to be. I think he could be one of those like surprising IDPs that we look up about halfway through the season. Maybe AVG's gotten a little nicked up here or there, and he's flashed in the opportunities he's gotten. So I'm very excited for Golday. Obviously, CJ Allen, Arvell Reese, some of these, exciting rookie linebackers. I will say, speaking of the Falcons linebacker situation is kind of intriguing. Kendall
Yeah.
Daniels, right,
Yeah.
is kind of the hot new name there. Harold
the Bills.
Perkins.
Bills also.
Yes.
Yep.
KEO.
KEO is looking really good. I actually heard that Robert Mays mentioned that he did a training camp visit with the Bills, and they were talking about Dorian Williams is going to start next to Terrell Bernard, and Robert piped in and said, "Not so fast. They love
Yeah.
KEO there." And so it looks like he's going to get the start next to Terrell Bernard.
Wow.
Dorian's been playing a lot of snaps in the preseason, which like deep into the games, which is not a good sign.
Not what you
want to
see.
This is year 3 for him, I think, already. 3 or 4.
3 or 4.
So,
yeah, maybe 4.
Likely Jover, new coaching staff and everything in there. Keontae Scott, that's a guy that I'm into. I think once he gets his opportunity, we'll see how long it takes. But he's a guy that I think is going to, rack up the stat sheet. So that would be one I like. Malachi Lawrence in Dallas. He should have a big opportunity ahead of him.
Dallas's defense, that's one of those. Christian Parker. I have heard a lot of buzz this offseason about Christian Parker, what this revamped Cowboys defense, like, we're not going to do, our usual Super Bowl picks this year, but I mean, I would be sprinkling some money on the Cowboys to make a deep run. That offense, I think, is going to be fireworks. I think the defense is improved enough, and they have a coordinator infusion in there that is going to, I think, be the rising tide that lifts all those boats. If you can get that defense to just like league average, and that offense is top 1 or 2 in the league, you're cooking.
Yeah,
you're cooking with something.
And I feel like their division's not that strong anymore. I feel like it's all the teams have kind of gotten a little
I think,
worse.
Is a sneaky contender for the number 1 overall pick.
Philly lost A.J. Brown.
Yeah,
they should be better overall this offense.
I think the Giants are going to be just kind of one of those, let's take it slow, right? Harbaugh is going to rebuild the culture. We'll see what we got with Jackson Dart.
Right.
Gosh, I can't wait for Harbaugh to put up with Dart and Scatabo.
And Scatabo, yeah. That's going to put Harbaugh on an early grave.
No, you already brought in Najee Harris. He's like, maybe we won't do it with those Scatabo this year.
Maybe that's enough of him. I need you out of here. I need an old, reliable vet. So... Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what that Dallas defense looks like.
Zion Young, another guy in Baltimore that's kind of getting some good preseason play.
I'm excited to see Mike Green, what he looks like in year 2.
I will tell you who has been getting a lot of love, and I never thought I would say this, but it seems like, again, watching John's video, which y'all make sure you check that out. I think he had 8,000 words of preseason week 2 takeaways for free on the website. Put it on, get the Substack app and listen to it. It's a 50-minute article. Listen.
That was a nice little treat to have in my inbox.
It was
this
beautiful.
morning.
That was beautiful. But one of the takeaways from that was Felix Anudike Uzama is going to be a starter, presumably next to George Karlaftis.
Wow.
Which is a wild thing to say. So Dexter Lawrence in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what Big Sexy can do in the middle of that.
Miles Garrett is now the new Jared Verse.
I was going to say, your boy.
I forget we have Miles Garrett.
No longer.
Is Aaron Donald going to come back?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, just watching the Rams. That's going to be wild.
A lot of intrigue in Cincy,
Yeah, right.
Brian Cook, I'm interested to see what he looks like in a new spot.
Maybe Demetrius Knight and Barrett Carter get better.
Boye Mafe.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
This guy right here
Miles
gets
Murphy.
to
Yes.
play.
DT obviously is number 1.
What's
on the list.
DT's Defensive Player of the Year odds? That's one I'd like to maybe sprinkle. I don't know, man. I just feel like the glow up is about to be nuclear. Like, I'm all in on your boy.
I hope so. I think
so
it's coming.
excited.
I think it's coming. Time is now. Place is now.
Nobody's in his
Great
way.
ascending young player, draft capital, Brian Flores, KOC. Not in a must-win, like make or break hot seat year, but seat's a little warmer than he probably is willing to admit.
Yep.
So
Not a lot of depth behind him
that's
now.
right. Grenard got that was the vote of confidence,
For
folks.
sure.
And like, we trust Dallas Turner to get this thing done. We're going to backfill with Jake Golday in the draft, and away we go. So
Pour one out for Jamal Adams.
yeah, that sucked. I think he would have actually had a nice.
I know
role
he
there.
would have. He really would have. It
So,
would have
been a fun
maybe
little-
maybe hurt Metellus a little bit. So I mean,
Yeah.
if you're a Metellus holder, that's good news, I guess.
Yeah, it was a guy you could just kind of just point like a bazooka and
Yeah.
just shoot forward, right?
Yeah.
That's all you want Jamal Adams doing at this point in his career. So, but thank you all again for checking out the IDP trade show. Like we said, Bobo, you'll be, I think, on the 1s and 2s for our Sunday morning live stream to kick things off here. Make sure you jump in the Discord, theidpshow.com. When you sign up, the Discord link is in your confirmation email. So make sure you get in there before the season starts, because you're going to have the start-sit thread or channel in there, plus the live stream. I'm going to be doing some fun videos monthly in season. Got a great lineup for that one. We're going to be talking to Justin Varnes. We're going to be talking to Ryan Noonan. We're going to be talking to Scott Bogman and the legend Sigmund Bloom, looking at some big picture IDP takeaways throughout the season. So make sure you're subscribed over on YouTube for that. Addy, you've got IDP bets coming up with Johnny this week. That will be an article this year for S-tier subscribers on the website. But you guys are doing the preseason edition, and I think Johnny's going to do a Super Bowl edition as well. So
looking forward to it. Love chopping up with that guy.
That's right. So we'll be around. So you'll see us. But Macri is steering the ship beautifully. So make sure you're subscribed everywhere you can get content from the IDP show. But until next time, y'all take care. We'll see you soon.
It's the